I agree. We are at a time where we are in a constitutional crisis, and now is the time. Because if not now, it's going to be too late.
They said they do.
Hey guys, how are y'all? We're out at the Women's March in Conroe, Texas, and I found these two lovely people. And what are you guys' names?
CJ.
I'm Steve.
CJ and Steve. What brought you guys out here today?
You know, like, we're both Christian. This is my husband. We believe in God, and we know that treating people fairly is what God would want us to do. And the rhetoric that's being thrown around today is not Christianity. So we're out here to show what true Christianity and love is.
Same
thing. Just women are people. You know, everybody is important, and God loves everybody.
Awesome. And are you guys with any particular organization today, or did you just find about this on the internet, or?
So I'm a part of DNC, but I just saw it and I was like, let's just go today. We didn't have anything else important, and this is more important. So we were like, we're just going to go and support and show everyone that God loves everybody, and we love everybody too.
Okay, awesome. And as I would say, as a woman in this space today with the admin going on, there's some debate online about whether women's rights are actually up for grabs, or if there's anything threatened there. So, in your life experience, how do you feel about that?
So as a Black woman in America, I've lived here my whole life. I feel like my stepdaughter, like, she's a Black girl as well, and I feel like she's going to have less rights than I've had. And I've had my own challenges, but I feel like her generation coming up is going to have it harder than we had, and that's crazy to me. I feel like we're going backwards. So I support pro-life, I support women, equality, trans life, LGBTQ. Everybody deserves a space. Everybody deserves a voice.
That's awesome. And if you don't mind me asking, is she in public school, private school?
Public school.
Are you worried about that?
I'm worried about everything. I'm worried about it all. Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed. I have two young boys in public school, and we just recently spoke at the board meeting to save the dual language program because they were trying to cut that. So, it's very kind of scary right now. Well, thanks for talking to me, guys. Do you have anything else that you want to mention or just throw out there while you have the second?
I'm proud to be out here to support everybody.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. I've never done anything like it before.
Yeah.
But I just want people to know that there are people like me that support everybody.
Yeah. We were just talking about how I'm really happy there's a lot of male energy out here today, and it's really good to see all the guys in their big trucks honking and waving, and that's awesome. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
And what's your name?
Abby.
Abby? Abby, did you come out here with any organization today, or did you just...
I walked here.
You walked here? Okay, nice. So you're local.
Yep. Like down the street, sign right here. Yeah.
Okay, so you saw everybody and just came down?
Well, no, I've joined a lot of local groups on Facebook, and that's where I found all the information about the protest here.
Nice.
So local groups on Facebook is the way to go.
That's key for community. Yep. And what's your sign?
Banning abortion kills women.
Banning abortion kills women. Yep.
It does.
My sign is a pro-life kills as well. So anyway, so is that the main reason that brought you out here? Is that what's important to you, or what else all-encompassing?
There's so many reasons why I'm here. I saw one sign that was there's not a sign big enough to count the reasons why I'm here. So it's just women, POCs, and LGBT, anyone who needs representation. I want to help them. and I want to like stand with them. Yep.
So with everyone experiences life different, like we're all doing different stuff. So the internet kind of debates on whether women's rights are actually threatened. How do you feel about that in like your life experience?
I think people who think that it's almost like an overreaction, like things aren't actually happening, need to pay more attention. Because if you look closely, things are happening. Since 2021, the percentage of women mothers dying has gone up since 2021, and that's a statistic you could find. Infants, it's everyone's no one's safe right now, and so if you want to turn a blind eye, yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah. So you're local. Are you in the stance of we gotta stay here and fight, and this is our land, or are you in the stance of oh shit's hitting the fan, maybe I should move, maybe like how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I've been here my whole life. I've always thought about leaving to a more blue area, but yeah, I guess what you said, like it matters. Small groups matter, even in small towns. Like we gotta get out there and talk about this shit because sorry, but it's true. You know, even red states, a little bit of blue matter in there. So,
And last question: is this your first time activating today? Is it your first time coming out to protest or anything like that, or are you seasoned?
fairly seasoned. I hosted a really small BLM protest on the side of a highway down in Montgomery. So this is my first like actual like organized protest, and I'm so excited to be
Nice,
here.
awesome. Well, thanks for coming out. It's really awesome to see like the turnout and everybody, and like big guys honking on the
Hell
trucks.
yeah.
It's awesome. Like all
You
the
get
men
to see
here,
all of it.
all the different people here. So
Yeah.
but thanks
Thank
for
you
taking
so
the time to talk to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Hi, we're here at the women's protest in Conroe, Texas. And what's your name?
I'm Susan Schofcom.
Susan. And what brought you here today, Susan?
I am the deputy chair for the Montgomery County Democratic Party, and I am here not only to support women, but also to let people know that, we support immigration, we support women, we support equality, we support trans rights, and it's important for us to be here and be at these protests.
Awesome. So, was it safe to say this isn't your first time?
It's not my first time. It's my second one this month.
And so I've been trying to ask people because everyone has different life experiences, different things that they're going through. And I think people like to debate a lot on the internet on whether women's rights as a whole are being threatened. So in your life experience in your space right now, how do you feel personally about like your rights being threatened?
Well, I have a daughter, and I can honestly say that she was born with more rights than she has now. Women no longer have a right to bodily autonomy, and if my daughter decides to, down the road become a non-gendered person, will she be allowed to do that? So everybody should have the right to their own autonomy, their own body. And yeah, with the repeal of Roe v. Wade, especially here in Texas, that has been greatly affected. Women are dying because of it. Women are being put in jail because of it. And it's not acceptable. Healthcare is a right. And abortion
I
is
agree.
healthcare.
I agree. My sign was about infant mortality rate and how it's gone up to, I think, 12.9% is what I found.
Yeah.
So yeah, birth rates have increased by 2 point something percentage, but the mortality rate has gone up 12.9. So in the difference, that's 10%.
Wow.
So that's pretty significant, and that's just from the overturning of that. So, and then if you don't mind me asking, your daughter, is she in public school?
She is in public school.
Okay, and is she in the local ISD?
She is in a local ISD.
All right. Are you nervous about that? Are you nervous about what we're doing here locally with the board and the very conservative board that we have there? Are you worried about the federal things that are happening?
Extremely so. So she's graduating this year.
Oh, good.
Yes. So I'm kind of like, phew, on that. But there's still so many kids that are in the system. She wasn't getting the help she needed socially, and it's worse. It's going to be so much worse, especially because funding is going to go down, especially if these vouchers pass on the state level. Not to mention the Conroe ISD. They don't have the right to determine what everyone else's child can read.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we just, my wife and I just went to the board meeting to fight for dual language because we moved all the way across Houston, specifically for Conroe, specifically for dual language, and they wanted to deconstruct the program. And so I think over 90 people showed up, and we spoke for over 2.5 hours at that board meeting, and they ultimately tabled it for now. But it's scary to think that we're in contract with the school for multiple more years, and we may possibly have to go fight for this every single year now to try to retain it. So
yeah, and I hope that it helps. I hope that when the school board elections come up again, that people will be more knowledgeable. Since I am a member of the Democrat Party, I'm the deputy chair. We worked so hard this past election to try to get the word out for the people that we're backing for those positions. Unfortunately, we have to follow in regards to nonpartisan offices. We can't officially back people, but we can personally one-on-one conversations with potential voters tell them what our thoughts are. So we're rule followers, unfortunately. And I say that because the other party is not, and so they have no problem printing out a list of everything, even the nonpartisans, of what should be voted for, even though that is not what they're supposed to do.
I see. Yeah, I felt activated around the election and everything, and of course, I think I do fall in that group of like, maybe I activated a little too late, but in the same mindset of it's better than never. And I didn't see a lot of these groups until post-election, so it's nice to see the community finally trying to come together and force these Democrats to kind of like stop bending their knee and, hey, we need to be strong in what we believe in, because that's why personally I feel the Republican Party is so strong, is because they just lock hard on those beliefs and they don't budge, and we're willing to say, yeah, okay, like I'll agree with you here, and like, I think the more we come together and collectively put our foot down, the better the outcome will be.
I agree. We are at a time where we are in a constitutional crisis, and now is the time, because if not now, it's going to be too late.
Awesome. Well, thanks for letting me pull you away and answering all my questions, and I really enjoyed speaking with you. It was a great conversation, so thank you.
Thank you. It was good to